This is the presentation for the fourth Sunday of Ordinary Time, Year A, and Jesus is speaking about the Beatitudes. The doctrine points are about the Beatitudes. The Beatitudes are at the heart of Jesus' preaching. The Beatitudes depict the countenance of Jesus Christ and portray his charity. They express the vocation of the faithful associated with the glory of his passion and resurrection. They shed light on the actions and attitudes characteristic of the Christian life. They are paradoxical promises that sustain hope in the midst of tribulations. They proclaim the blessings and rewards already secured, however dimly, for Christ's disciples. They have begun in the lives of the Virgin Mary and all the saints. That's from the Catechism of the Catholic Church, point 1716 and 1717. The materials you need, a few gospel characters, perhaps some of the apostles as well, and some materials that you can show the children. These can be displayed behind, in front, beside you, what have you, as a kind of a reference point for them. I'll show you these now so you can see how they can help. That's just an image of Jesus preaching on the mountain and the time when he presented the Beatitudes. Here is a compilation that I found. And you might find other compilations, but this has got an image of Jesus in the middle speaking, and around there are different images that relate to the Beatitudes, and they can be a good thinking point or discussion point, and children can have time to look at that to try and work out which of the Beatitudes is being portrayed. And then a couple of other things that one can find. This is something I found on the internet. So it has the Beatitudes there and put in children's language and with some kind of a sign or symbol of that beatitude. Something for the children to explore. And lastly, something different again, a little activity which can become like a little jigsaw puzzle. And the thing is that they're thinking about these words as they're putting it together, and you just cut along those lines that are there, and then the children can create that little puzzle for themselves. Could be something good to do, perhaps to take home. So here's the presentation. Jesus said and did many things to help people, to help them understand how to live as God wants. Today's Gospel recounts the time Jesus spoke of what we now call the Beatitudes. And this might be a point where you would perhaps show even a list of the Beatitudes or indicate them if you've got them posted beside you or close to you. So there are some words that is good to know. Beatitudes, they are blessings described by Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount. Quite often, actually, I must say that this word is translated as happy, and it's not quite the right word. Blessed is to be blessed by God, and it can lead to happiness, but it might not be congruent with happiness at the time. Blessed, so as I've just explained, sometimes it's replaced with the word happy. It means more than just happy. It's a gift from God, perfect blessedness in heaven. Mourn, that means to feel deep sorrow about something. Persecuted, to be badly treated because of what you believe. Inherit, to receive something that's being passed on to you. So these are words that you will hear in today's reading. Seeing the crowds, Jesus went up the hill. And there he sat down and was joined by his disciples. And then he began to speak. And this is what he taught them. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are the gentle. They shall inherit the earth. Blessed those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for what is right, for they shall be satisfied. Blessed the merciful, for they shall have mercy shown to them. Blessed the pure in heart, they shall see God. Blessed the peacemakers, they shall be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for doing what is right. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people abuse you and persecute you and speak all evil about you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. I wonder what Jesus means when he says that people are blessed. Let's think about it with some of the Beatitudes and think about what the Beatitudes mean. Now here's where you just select a few. You don't need to go through them all. The ones you're more comfortable with, the ones that you've had time and opportunity to ponder yourself. And you may want to take the first one and model it to the children so that they can get the idea of what we're trying to do here. So I'll take the first one. Blessed are the poor in spirit. Theirs is the kingdom of heaven. I wonder what being poor in spirit means. It probably means not poor in money necessarily, because it says spirit, so that they kind of got, I don't know, is it that perhaps they have a humble heart, not really holding on to things greedily. It could mean something like that. So if they're poor in spirit, your heart is kind of, I don't know, maybe it's ready to listen to God, and they will inherit the kingdom. So let's think about a couple of others. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. I wonder what being a meek person means. I wonder if we can think of an example of being meek. Blessed those who mourn, they shall be comforted. I do wonder how sad people can be comforted by God. I wonder how that can happen. And so on. So you could read for yourself the other ones and present that to the children, and they'll make some inroads into their understanding. And always explain to them that they won't understand everything immediately. There's a lot to unpack here, and it's enough to understand one of the Beatitudes a little bit and keep thinking about them as the years go by and trying to live them and apply them. And they will discover for themselves, as we all do, that we are blessed when we live those Beatitudes.